Hi everyone, how's it going? Well, first of all, I don't know if many of some of you might know this, but then I've actually started to organize a conference for World Children's Day. And the reason that pushed me to organize a conference to this magnitude is because I realized after I did a few research on Google that and looked for events for World Children's Day 2020, I realized that there were a few that should have been taken place this year but have been canceled, and there wasn't much for children or for parents to be able to celebrate this beautiful time to raise awareness of our children as young citizens who have a place in this world, who are very important for our society, and who are the emerging leaders of tomorrow. So I really think that the early years, everything starts in the early years. As we know, the brain grows the most rapid in the early years, and it was just so fitting to raise this awareness on this day and on this year, especially this year. Now it's 2020, and a lot of us are understanding early childhood education in a deeper level, and we are able to spend more time with our children. So I thought it might just be fitting. Now, at the stage and while I started to do this, to organize this conference, quickly realized that there isn't much on our children having a say in this conference. Most of it are speakers who are experts in the field, and they bring so much value to the table, and it's just so amazing to listen to them. But at the same time, I also really wanted to be able to share our children's voices and to add that element where our children are involved in this as well. And what better way but to visually share this through their art, where they are able to make their marks. Now, the topic of our art exhibit is peace. So everybody, please try to come, and please try to encourage your child to join this exhibit, because this would be a very personal journey of understanding the concept of peace. Now, for my very first prompt for this exhibit, I would want to introduce the concept of mind mapping. Mind mapping is a strategy I use with my children and with the students I've worked for many years, whether they are 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, or even in high school, or even learning English. Mind mapping is an amazing tool when it comes to eliciting the information your students already know. So when it comes to our topic, peace, the first thing you would want to do when you start your mind map is you start writing the word or the topic in this middle of a blank sheet of paper. Okay, this is a sample of an already finished mind map. Now, this is my daughter's and mine collaborative mind map. I first started by writing the word peace in the middle. Now I understand it's reversed. I will be showing you an uploaded photo of this so you can see it later. And after I wrote peace, I just started asking her questions like, what do you think peace feels like? And then she wrote feeling great. She told me it felt like being grateful. So I wrote feeling grateful. And then she also told me it felt like she was in a cloud. So I wrote like in a cloud. Then I asked her specific questions like, if peace were to be a color, what color would it be? And then she said it was white. And I also asked her if peace were to be, if you were to have peace, where would you be in? And she said she would be in a room. And then I asked her, if peace were to have a sound, what do you think peace would sound like? And then she gave her ideas, like it sounded like it was quiet, it sounded like waves, and then we just jotted down everything. So this is a call another way of use of calling this mind map is called brainstorming, where you're just taking everything from your head and putting it into writing in a very visual way. And so we start I started talking about the hippie movement and this peace logo during the 70s, and then we were just we were just brainstorming different ideas and just jotting down. So it's so open ended, and there's no right or wrong, and the beauty of it is that it's all about your child and your dialogue, and it's amazing because there's no right or wrong, and it's amazing what can come out of this. So just a simple quick 2 minute 3 minute mind map would be a very good way for you to understand where your children is with understanding the concept of peace. And it's also a very good way for your child to think of all those ideas and to start visualizing what it is they want to do. So for the exhibit, if they would want to do a drawing or a painting, they can get their ideas from here, or they can start getting ideas as they make this. If they want to make a song, they can start brainstorming from here. If they want to make a dance or an interpretation or a role play, then they can start from here. So this is a really good starting point when you want to think of something and everything's all over the place, and this is such a good starting point. So for our very first art prompt, it's mind mapping. Stay tuned for the rest. See you later.